Hey YouTube, it's your girl Duchess back for another review, and we're gonna get over into All the Queen's Men. It's supposed to be coming back soon, and all this time, y'all, I've been thinking this show was about some socks and a bump. Okay, if you get my drift. I don't know if male exotic dancers use poles. That's neither here nor there, baby. This is something different, and we're gonna get into it. So I'm starting with season 3, episode 1. Let's go. All right, so season 2 left off with Madam chopping off this lady's neck, who I think was the Cortel's daughter, and now she has to go and see about this man. There is a breakup of a relationship between Diamond and Amp. Dime and Amp. Amp is her nephew or her cousin. I think he's her nephew. And Dime is his girlfriend, who is also the DJ in her club. So it kind of centers around this club. It's exotic male dancing club, but they do a whole lot more than just that. Honey, people is getting unalived and taken out in carpet, and local law enforcement, let's just say the local law enforcement is on their necks. The city want this club out, you know, and all the traffic and all. So she's also electrocuted maybe the senator's wife in a bathtub who was coming for her. Like, it is a lot that happens on All the Queen's Men, and I'm gonna do my best to stay abreast and get caught up and bring you guys the most honest review recap that I can give you. But you might have to help your girl out, honey, because I am 3 seasons behind. I don't know these people for real, but it's entertaining. And on top of that, we may have some fun collaborations going on Sunday. You know, just to get into the madness of it all. So, in season 3, episode 1, Amp is trying to make Dime jealous. So it's this local girl at the club that has taken interest in him. Now he fine now. He is the girl from Sisters. He's Andy's husband in real life, and he played a love interest of Sabrina that was really, really fine. I can't remember what happened to him in Sisters, and y'all may not even watch Sisters, so why am I bridging this together? But you know, just to give an idea of who he may be, he is in the top bottom left corner. He is fine, even though he had a little work done on his face. I've never seen a man, especially one that looked like us, to have work done on his face. You know, it turned out really well though, so I don't even have any holler for him. Anyway, he's making Dime jealous because Dime has done something, you know, probably been with another man or something, because whatever it is, honey, he can't get over it. He drinking, he acting out, but it sounds like he deserved it. So he is hitting it with this girl in the bathroom. And when I say hitting it, he hitting it good. Okay? Horizontal poking, standing up, kind of being held up. Kind of. You know. He got a little too frisky with it and threw the girl up against the wall, honey. Her head hit the coat hanger or while I was in the bathroom or something. I don't know. But whatever it was, child had punched her in the back of the head and the girl died in the middle of ecstasy. How tragic. Child. So they are sweating and he is freaking out because the club just got shot up. The news has been out there. The detectives is hot on they behind. Another girl has been off somewhere who is also connected to this club. And I mean, it's just a lot happening. He needs some help because he got to get this girl out of here. I mean, one would say just call the cops, but that is really not a valid option. How tragic again. So Dime is dating this guy that she's seen who's turning out to be quite the stalker, maybe. Like, she really just went out with him maybe just to kind of make Amp, you know, jealous, but he's not through with her and she can't get rid of him. He said that he know where she lives. Not only do he know where she lives, even though if he can't have access to the building, he's just gonna sit outside and wait. She told him he might not want to do that. And given how these ladies move, especially Madam, he may want to take her up on that. Anyway, Allegio, something. He is down there at the jail. So he is also one of Madam's workers, not really one of her henchmen. He is down there at the jail. He's having a hard time because this girl that he was dating, she got unalived. It happened in his apartment. And, I think it was his apartment that it happened in. And they came and cleaned it up. Like he came home to either the mess or the body. But Madam and her people cleaned it up. He has a conscience. The girl's dad knows that he was the last person with her, and maybe even his spot was the last place that he know that she was at. So it's kind of like the story is she's missing. He went down to the police station because he's getting kind of nervous. The story that he spent to the investigator was, he was with her and two masked men came in and just took her and he don't know what happened to her. It didn't make sense. And it really didn't fly. So she knows he's connected to that club. So she arrested him for murder of the girl. It appears to Madam's people that he's down there talking to the police. So they done figured out a way to get themselves arrested. And two of the guys is in the cell with him, ready to shut him up. Literally, they keep telling him to shut his mouth. He's like, I didn't say anything about the club. I didn't mention anything about the club. Yet you're mentioning something about the club while we in these 4 walls. Man, I told you to shut your mouth. Now I'm gonna have to shut it for you. Anyway, you don't shut it now. I'm gonna do it later anyway. Soon as this shift change, baby, it's gonna be some skulls rocking up in here. And boys like, I'm not going out like no punk. Bring it. They was about to get into it right then. But the other guy that's with them had them to stand down for real. And we just gonna wait it out. Let's keep going. So back at the club, we're really outside the club. So there's this guy, his name is Rayshawn, and he's new to this whole type of scene, but he is down on his luck and he need to make some money. So he is getting his feet wet in the male entertainment industry, the thong type, right? So all of the things that go on around there, he's very squeamish about it. He's just ready to go home and really ready to run any second, right? There's another lady who lives her life as a man. I'm trying to think of, I don't know of the politically correct term to use for this, and I don't want to be offensive. So let me just describe her really quick. The only thing that's separating her from being a dude is probably her parts. Everything else is just like a dude. So when she's up there on the stage entertaining, she's on that type of energy. So they kind of walked in on Dime and Amp, and I think his name is Midnight or something like that. He's a really big buff dude. They got this girl that had the shower incident with Amp. They have her wrapped in the carpet, in a rug, and trying to do something with that body. So they walk in on them. Of course, as soon as they walk up, they tell them to get to move and get to step. It ain't here for you to see. So now they're outside trying to get home, but the car won't start. So it sounds like the engine is flooded or something. And the squeamish dude, Rayshawn is his name. Rayshawn is like, screw it, I'm just going to catch the bus. Well, girl guy is like, no, you're not. You're going to wait. I'm going to take you home. You already tripping. I don't even trust you to be on the bus. You know what we just saw. He was like, I ain't see nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. And really the way he's saying that he didn't see anything and how adamant he is, the boy probably really didn't see anything. She's like, Ninja, I know you saw that girl in that carpet. Why you trying to play crazy? He ain't see it though. And she won't let him get on the bus. You gonna wait and I'm gonna get this car fixed. So they kind of arguing. She's not allowing him to go, which I don't understand how she has that kind of power or why he's even listening. But that's kind of the exchange they got going on. Midnight come out the back door and he's like, hey, what y'all see? We ain't seen nothing. Get y'all asses in this club. So he make them come in the club, right? So they pushing and shoving at each other like, I told you we needed to go. And I told you we needed to stay. And, they really just want loyalty. So just roll with me. Like, you need to just roll with me. So they go in there, get interrogated, make sure they understand that they better not open their mouths, whether they saw something or not. Rayshawn maintained the same energy. I didn't see nothing. I just want to get out of here. So now they are leaving for real. Meanwhile, Madam, the undercover cop who has been made, she knows that he's an undercover cop. And her right hand man, I can't think of his name right now, it'll come back to me. They are in a car, like sitting in the dark. I think they're outside her house, like waiting to go in. It's looking like they're in the middle of nowhere. So we'll just go with that, right? Like I said, he's been made. She didn't kill him. She wants to use him to her advantage. She wants him, to go back to the police precinct and make sure that those two guys that are with the guy who's supposed to be snitching or believed to be snitching, she want him to get back there before it's too late and have them to put them in a separate cell, because she has learned that they can't keep him very long and he hasn't really said anything, so she doesn't have to be that nervous. She also wants him to kind of be her inside man, and she's appealing to him with money and of course his safety and probably his family's safety, but she's willing to double his salary just for his help, maybe even triple the salary, because it sounds like what he makes in a year, she can give that to him per quarter, maybe even per month. You know, it is appealing. He gets out the car and heads on over to the precinct. So Madam is in her house now, and it's black ops everywhere. They have called in the support of, it sounds like maybe somebody in the government sector, who obviously has some connections. And I mean, they got snipers on the roof, people anywhere you can think of. She has manpower to keep her safe. She is not meeting with this Cortell man about his daughter. He gonna have to come for her. And I think he done already came for her by shooting up her club and all of that piece. But that's neither here nor there. We're in season 3 now. Let me stay on track. So she's secure enough to go to her bedroom and try to get her some sleep, because child, when does she get it? Her phone has been being blown up by Dime about this girl. They don't really know what to do. It's so hot outside, they can't put her in a dumpster. The police and everything is everywhere. The club is still a hot spot, so we gotta call Madam. They do get Madam on the phone. She's like, dang, we got an acid. Can't do that. I ain't got time to deal with this. Call Blue. So they call Blue. Blue is nursing her like bruises. She did have a vest on. This girl that she was dating has a crazy ex who is out for her. Well, I don't even think he's an ex yet. I think he's an abusive husband that she's running from. Anyway, there was a shootout and all of that piece. She did get hit, but because she was vested, she's only bruised. Blue is on her way to take care of things. Meanwhile, the detective has made it back to the precinct. He apprises the lead detective, a female. I haven't learned her name yet, y'all. But she is the one that's running this thing. He apprises her that he has made Madam trust him more. So he's kind of making progress. And she's like, I need some solid evidence and I need it quick. Like, you're not working fast enough. So he reassures her that he has it. She's going to leave and he's going to get some work done. So he does charge one of the guards to go ahead and separate those guys. He gets to the files, and I'm thinking because of the way that he's talking to the detective that he most likely will not flip, but he gets into the files. He called Madam and tell her what they have on her. She wants him to erase it or get rid of it. Whatever he's got to do, he needs to do it. So he's stressing. He don't really know what to do, right? Meanwhile, they back over there in the cell, and obviously didn't get there fast enough because they got old boy in the sleeper hole and, putting him to sleep. Back at the club, Blue makes it there and start giving orders. She's sending Dime to check into Madam's office and see how frequent this girl comes to the club. Is anybody looking for her? Like, what is the status of this chick, right? Midnight, they're gonna use his truck to put her in the back of it and take this lady an hour away across town to somebody who can dispose of the body. Of course, they are resistant because they gotta put her in the trunk. The police is hot on their tail. And they got to drive over an hour away. But what other choice do they have? She can't stay in there because she's going to start stinking up the place. It's too hot outside. You can't put it in a dumpster. They don't have anything, any more acid or anything like that. So what else are you gonna do? So they're on their way. They got this body in the trunk, in the back of this truck, and they're trying to make it across town. They being Midnight and old boy, the one who, you know, was knocking her back loose and then knocked her skull loose. That guy. Can't think of his name right now. Y'all bear with me. Anyway, they did tell Blue about thing 1 and thing 2, who saw the girl. They're on their way home. She gives them a call and have them come back to the club. She got to make sure that they have an understanding. They have to have an understanding. They oblige and are on their way back to the club. Midnight and what is the boy name? Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Midnight and Amp are driving along and suddenly the police pull them over. God. Amp is freaking out. They can't get this dead body in the back of this truck, man. I can't go to jail, man. We in this situation because of you, dude, but I got it. So, and he's like, what's up? What you got in the back of that truck? You was speeding, you ran the red light, or you did something. It gave us enough. Clearly, they were watching to see any kind of movement because I really don't think he broke any laws. He said he wasn't speeding. They just need to get something. So anybody that move, they own them for real. So old girl pulls up as well while they questioning him. Old girl meaning the investigator, the lead investigator lady, and she wants him to open that trunk. He's like, I ain't opening nothing. You ain't got a warrant? You want to get tased? Meanwhile, thing 1 and thing 2 pull up and they see them like, oh my goodness. The police got them pulled over. So they're watching. Dime has caught up to them because I guess she was kind of following them maybe, or maybe she was on her way to wherever. So she's kind of pulled back a little bit and she's calling Blue, letting Blue know, listen, they got them pulled over and it's a bunch of cops, including that investigator lady. So Blue is like, just keep an eye on them. Keep talking to me. I'm on my way. Meanwhile, Midnight is trying to handle the situation. Old girl is like, you want to get tased to open this truck? I'm not opening the trunk. Like, I ain't opening. So she tell them, get in the truck. Open the trunk. Open the bed of that truck. The police try to get into it. They try everything that they can. You can only get into it with the key. Whew. I'm relieved, child. I'm sweating bullets and I'm not even the one carrying the body. Like, are they going to have to kill all these people to get away? Because you know they're not going to go down without swinging. So she want the keys. And she ready to play hardball. She probably even shoot this dude for the keys. Thing 1 and thing 2 is like, we got to do something. Oh boy, it's like, man, let me out of here. I will walk home. No, you ain't getting out of here. We in this together. Like, you're not getting out of here. I can't take it. I don't want to be in no trouble. Well, it's too late. This girl throws her car in drive and starts speeding towards the police and Midnight. And at first, I think that what's she gonna do? Crash into him? Like, what is she doing? And she just basically speeds up, swipes the car, the police car, just so they can chase her. So now she is in this doom buggy looking like an 88 Chevy. And they on a police chase, honey. And they are rolling, right? The car is going to give out soon. She's saying that as she's leading them away, which is a good thing because it allowed Midnight and Amp to go ahead and do what they need to do. Not Blue. Dame makes it to them and have them to put the body into her Jeep. She's going to transfer. So they basically did kind of like a switcheroo while they're gone. That situation is handled. Now these two nuts got to get away. So they are rolling. They're coming up to this gas station. The girl really knows the neighborhood that they're in. It's her neighborhood. So she knows how to, get away from them on foot. So all you got to do is just stick with me and we're going to be fine. Give me that club in the back. Give me my club. Man, hurry up and give me the club. So she take the club. They get to the gas station. Basically positions the club to where it will lock in place and mash the gas. They basically do that and jump out of the car and runs it into the gas station, which ultimately makes the car blow up, which causes a decoy of some sort. And at least for now, they've gotten away. And that's the end of season 3, episode 1 of what are we watching now? All the Queen's Men. Girl, am I gonna be able to hang? I am going to try to. What season are we waiting for? This is so easy, y'all. Y'all better get this. What season are we waiting for All the Queen's Men to come back? Which season is next? What are we waiting for to come back? This is your review. It's your girl Duchess. I hope you guys appreciate it and like All the Queen's Men. It seemed like it's pretty, it's interesting if nothing else. And I appreciate you guys so much. Of course I do. And I'll be back with more content. You know I got you. It's your girl Duchess, and I'm out.